Big dogs. Okay, that's the loudest volume you're going to hear from me today. It's Monday evening. I honestly completely lost track of time, of days, of anything that resembles life right now. This holiday weekend took a lot out of me, okay? So the fact that I even showed up, y'all should be honored by my lateness. That I would even show up to fucking YouTube today. But we're here, and we're going to mock, and we're going to draft, and underdog is the kitties' titties. I'm going to have to figure out a new phrase because they're not kitties. Obviously, they're dogs. They're pugs. They're the pugs' mugs. They're the pugs' drugs. That's what we're going with for today. I figured it'd be a fun way to wind down the holiday weekend, just chilling with you guys, and just sitting here in silence. All right. So I'm probably not going to say another word for the rest of this video. I'm going to sit here in silence, and you guys are not going to don't do a comment, don't put anything in the live chat, don't fucking say anything. Oh, okay. I'm not sure why I felt like I needed to hold my breath during that. As you could see, I don't know if you could really see me. You can see me. My face is like bright red. I got sunburnt, burnter than a motherfucker yesterday. I look like the brick wall to the left of me. It hurts. I hope you guys are feeling better than I am. But it was a fun weekend. You know, we hit the beach, went to Rockaway yesterday. We were there from like noon to 9 p.m. We did bad things, but it was a good time. Oh, your boys got the 101. All right, so if y'all are new to the platform, this is Underdog Fantasy, the most beautiful, gorgeous place to draft in all of fantasy land, in the whole world, in the whole internet. And y'all should probably go sign up for it, okay? The link to download the app will be first thing in the description. And these are not just regular mock drafts. These are actually, we're competing against each other for money. This draft is a $3 or $5 buy-in. You could buy in for as much as like $250 if you think you're fucking sharp. I'm not sharp, so I don't play those $200 buy-ins. But if you do deposit $10 with the promo code BDGE, as you'll see right above me, you're going to get $25 on top of it. That's a little holiday deal they got going for you guys. So if you're not signed up for Underdog yet, get out of my fucking live stream, honestly. Go do it on your phone. You could watch this on the computer. You can go sign up on the phone. I'm sitting pretty at the 101, and there's no argument here. There's no argument here who that needs to be. It's Christian McCaffrey, right? We're sitting here. This guy's throwing up fucking 25 points per game every time he steps out onto the field. It doesn't matter who he plays with, plays against, plays under, who he's underneath in bed. Olivia Culpa doesn't seem to affect his play. Boxers not allowed to have sex. I tell you what, nothing's affecting this guy. He's played with good quarterbacks. He's played with bad quarterbacks. He's played with good O-lines, bad O-lines, good receivers, bad coaches, good coaches, offensive coaches, defensive coaches. Like, it don't fucking matter. It's Christian McCaffrey 101. Dalvin Cook went at the 102. And, Derrick Henry went at the 102, but Dalvin Cook went 103, and I was at the 104 in the Scott Fish Bowl today, and I pulled the trig on Dalvin Cook at 104. It's a super flex league. It's half-point PPR, and it's half-point for first down. And I'm like, give me all the Dalvin Cook. I can cook with him on my lineup as my one, and honestly, I don't need to make another pick until the third round. They do third down reversal, though, which is a league setting that I've never played in before. Wow, this is heavy. We have 8 running backs off the board to start this draft. I'm talking way too quick right now. I might not make it to the end of this video if I keep that pace up. Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, Saquon, Zeke, Kamara, Akers, Taylor, Kelsey at the 9, Chubb at the 10, Hill, Eckler, Diggs. All right, people. What's going on? Let's see what's going on in the chat. Riveting stuff. You must be fucking new here. I know you're not new, Conan. Don't get your fucking panties in a butthole. Untuck your shirt, big dog. No way. No way. See, the problem with the live streams is I never have that pause to like tell y'all to shut the fuck up and stop yelling or to tuck my shirt in. But now we're tucked and now we're fucked. Let's go. Let's go. Keenan Allen or Michael Thomas. Give me Keenan. You know Keenan's my number 4 ranked wide receiver on the year. And I know it's a hot take, but fuck it. I'm sunburnt. Hey, Nick, honest question. Why is analysis so tight, but when you draft, it all falls apart? Are you fragile under pressure? I'm just fragile in general. That's what I brought this up with my therapist before. I asked him, I was like, yo, my analysis be tight like my analysis fucking, oh my God. I need water. Water. Sorry, yeah, I'm like, listen, my analysis be tight like spandex, but then I'm in the draft and it all falls apart. Shout out to Kanye West. And he's just like, you're fragile. You're in an emotional state. And I'm up. Oh, baby, you guys thought I was going to catch me slipping. Time keeps on slipping. Picks keep on slipping. All right. Let's talk about this a little bit. The tight ends, I don't want any George Kittle. The running backs, I don't feel like are worth reaching for right now. Swift and Dobbins, they've obviously taken a little bit of a hit in ADP since we've talked about them so much. And we're sitting here with A.J. Brown on the board. We're sitting here with Justin Jefferson, Michael Thomas, Keenan Allen. So you know I'm grabbing me some Keenan Allen. Because he's my wide receiver 4. I would have really liked to have gotten DK Metcalf. I think he's like the perfect best ball player because he's a guy that just dominates on deep routes, but you don't really have to choose when those are going to connect. A.J. Brown still recovering from the knee surgery. Still makes me a little bit nervous, but I think he's a beast, obviously. Justin Jefferson's an absolute fucking manimal. Let's go with A.J. Brown. I don't really have any shares of A.J. Brown this year. So we're going to start off with C-Mac, Keenan Allen, A.J. Brown. What do we think here, people? What do we think? Don't give me your honest opinion because I know you guys are going to bully me. Listen, Jason fucking Miller. I do very well in fantasy football in my leagues. You guys follow along my leagues every year. I've been in the E-Town last year the E-Town Get Down draft was miserable. I ended up going like 12-2 in the regular season and losing to Snacks' fucking leprechaun looking ass in the playoffs, unfortunately. But it was a good season. There's nothing I could really do when you hit the playoffs and you just take one fucking quick L. And all my, shut up. What up, Gian? Are you a communist? Of course I'm a communist. What else do you think I was? Is this redraft PPR? All right, no, this is half PPR. This is half PPR. 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. You draft a team of 18 players. Okay, 18 players, and the software automatically starts the best players at each position each week. That's what best ball is. That's what underdog fantasy is, and it's a beautiful, beautiful concoction. Let's see what's going on with the board right now. So after Keenan Allen, A.J. Brown, you're seeing this pocket of wide receivers in the 3rd round. We are seeing it hot, and we are seeing it heavy. Michael Thomas, Justin Jefferson, J.K. Dobbins at the 3-4, Allen Robinson, George Kittle. So when we start playing with our friends and family leagues, I think we're going to start seeing Dobbins and Swift move up a little bit because there's going to be someone in each league that likes one of those guys a little bit more than the rest of us, you know? You guys have just been watching me talk about Swift and Dobbins, so obviously he's moving down the board a little bit, but I think typically Swift and Dobbins will go a little bit higher than that. Love me a little Chris Karstein over there. What's up, Nick? How was your 4th? Yeah, the 4th was good, man. I went to the beach. We got a little shit tanked, got a little sunburnt. Met some very cool people, actually, and it was a hell of a day. Vlog will be coming out. We didn't film too much at the beach, but vlog will be coming out next Saturday. You know, dog days every Saturday. Let me get a year. Yeah! Hit that thumbs up. Correct, Michael Lingenfelter. Oh, man, that's an unbelievable last name. I'd almost feel like you're a government plant just trying to fuck me up during my content. Yeah, if y'all are in here and you enjoy the video, I wouldn't imagine you do, but if you did, thumbs up, please. The ghost of FB God. Is that Noah, or is that some fucking cunt making a fake name? Blow us a kiss. Okay. Wow, we are all the way down there. Your team sucks, Nick. I know. Sorry, my brain's not working well. Who is the king of NY? Animal, obviously. Are there waiver wire pickups? No, there are no waiver wire pickups. The best part about this is that you literally only draft. You draft and then you come back in January. Animal and Snacks, you guys got to stop blowing up my phone right now. All of us have the Scott Fishbowl going on right now. I probably should have done a live stream just covering that. We all have this Scott Fishbowl right now, and Animal just won't talk about how he's getting sniped by fucking Adam Rank or something, whatever that guy's fucking name is. Okay, so we have our first quarterback off the board, Patty Mahomes at the 4-1. He's dropping. I like that. I like me a little fourth-round Pat. A little fourth-round Pat, nothing wrong with it. What's good, Nick? Who's your favorite quarterback this year in fantasy? I mean, Mahomes is obviously the one there for me, but I love Lamar Jackson's ADP of like 4 or 5. I love me some Jalen Hurts, and I love Tim Tebow. Yeah, sorry. So there's no waiver wire pickups. You literally only draft, and the software, you draft a big-ass team, and the software automatically starts all the best players for you, depending on how many starting spots in the lineup there are. Over under 70 hot dogs eaten in your life. See, this is the travesty of the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council will lead you to believe that the over under on the average American is 70 hot dogs. And it got me thinking, like, where do we gain a competitive edge? Where's the plus and minus EV when it comes to eating hot dogs? Because here's the thing. It had me Googling some really, really, like, some things that I would be embarrassed about if someone looked at my search history, okay? One of the more normal, I'm looking at, like, listen, what's the percentage of people in America that are vegetarians, okay? So you're going to tell me that the average American eats 70 hot dogs in a year, and then what? 5% of Americans are vegetarian. So there, boom, bump that up 5%. Another fucking 5% have a gluten. Are we just talking about the beef themselves? Because then we have serial killers. We have psychopaths that would just eat a hot dog without a bun. And in that case, you also have to take those people out, because if you're a fucking serial killer, you're in jail. You know what I'm saying? It got me down a sick, dark hole. So I don't really want to talk about it. You look like a burnt hash brown. Yeah, but I look fucking good, though, right? Right? I feel like that Star Wars meme right there. Like, you got color. I look good, though, right? I look good, though, right? I feel like I'm going to break down and cry. I'm scared. And here we go. Okay, I should probably talk about it a little bit, some fantasy football here, huh? I don't really want to. Oh, I'm almost on the clock. I'm almost on the clock at the 4-12 and the 5-1. And now we're getting one of the LA receivers, which I don't hate. We have the other running back sitting here. We have Josh Jacobs, Mike Davis. Travis Etienne is finally falling a little bit. Thank the good Lord. What's good with Herbert's down there at like quarter? I'm surprised Herbert's ADP is below Russell Wilson's. I feel like nobody in fantasy football anymore values consistency. They just value like upside and the boom plays. So I kind of respect that Russell Wilson's ADP is still sitting above Justin Herbert, even though I want to stack Keenan Allen and Keenan Allen and Justin Herbert, but I'm not going to reach on it right now. So what we're going to do here, what we're going to fuck around and do is we're going to take Mikey Davis. Actually, we're going to do something I haven't done before. Mike Davis, and I have like no Myles Gaskin because I do think it's a bad fucking pick. But they're in similar situations, right? I say this all the time. You got to diversify because some things I'm going to be right about, some things I'm going to be wrong about. Gaskin and Davis are in pretty similar situations. So at the end of the year, I'd be surprised if one of them doesn't finish as like a top 15 fantasy back. One of them's probably going to bust, though. This is like the fucking premier dead zone running. My fucking landlord's on one again right now. Oh, my God. She's yelling at me. She's fucking sending me links to the straight up just a link, late fee. She Googles things and then sends me the link to her Google search. Late fee for rent, New York City. Like, fucking it's July 4th weekend. Give me a couple days to get the rent over here. I haven't had enough people sign up on Underdog yet. Like, I'm broke. What you want me to do? You shouldn't have let me fucking sign the lease. I'm just kidding. I paid the rent, and then she goes $50 for late fee also. And I'm like, it's not a late fee because it needs to be more than 5. Like, the late fee rule in New York, late fees can only be charged if rent is received more than 5 days after the due date established in the lease and cannot exceed $50 or 5% of the rent, whichever is less. I said it's not more than 5 days, all right? Because it says late fees only if it's after 5 days. Yes, today is July 5th. Like, fucking thank you for proving my point, ma'am. Yes, so 5 days. Late fee is if the rent is paid more than 5 days, not on the 5th day. Yes, 5th days. Like, oh my God. You go, okay, for only this time, no late fees. Yeah, because you know I'd take your ass to court and I'd win. That's why you're accepting my plea of guilty for being a serial killer for eating hot dogs without buns. Do you feel me? I really like how the live chat is like, all the questions are not about fantasy. This is wonderful. Like, I don't have to think about things. Swift as third RB or Keenan in third round in the 3 wide receiver league. 3 wide receiver league would push the button over on Keenan for me. That's where I would definitely swing. You look like a burnt hash brown. I think we already talked about this, huh? Is this full PPR? No, this is half PPR. Thoughts on Waller this year? I mean, he's a stud. I just don't want to pay late second round prices for him, though. If that's your thing, if that's what gets you going, if that's what sinks your submarine, then more power to you, but not power to my team. Gibson versus Najee versus Mixon. Whoa, this is a lot going on here. Right off the rip, my initial thoughts would actually, might be a surprise to you guys, but I would have Mixon first. Depending on what happens. I would have Gibson first typically, but it's going to depend on what happens with his injury. Mixon, Gibson, they're all fucking right. They're all literally probably like my 12th to 16th ranked player. Why do you think Keenan Allen has slept on so much? I don't know, because he's not a big play guy. He's not like a guy that gets on fucking SportsCenter. He's not the fastest guy. He doesn't make like crazy big downfield plays. And he never has like 12 touchdown totals on the year, which is like something that we want, obviously. You look like a young, broke Dave Portnoy. How do I look broke? What do you mean I look broke? I mean, it's right, but like, why do I fucking look like that? Is my offer cases of meat and tequila for the NYC draft weekend still valid? It was never valid. I never accepted this fucking bullshit. You can go to court and fight with my landlord. When are your rankings coming out? The draft guide should be dropping tentatively next week, okay? Whenever we're done. I've been working very hard with the web development agency to get out this new website for you guys for the draft guide. It's supposed to launch next week, okay? But it will definitely 100% be sometime in July. That's when the rankings will come out. The first day the draft guide is live, the rankings will be in there. Ever do an auction? No. Unless you consider a strip club an auction. Favorite holiday food item? Most holiday foods are overrated. We'll put it that way. Like July 4th, it's more fun to just be at a barbecue than it actually is to eat someone's shitty-ass hot dog. Thanksgiving food, like turkey, stinks. Counselor said Chark is underrated. He's the same guy who told you to trade fucking Christian McCaffrey for David Montgomery last year. Or 2 years ago. Nick about to get banned for his texting platform for promoting gambling. No, I kept it tight. I didn't send out the link to the draft, did I? I think I only sent out the link to the YouTube. How high would take Eckler in a PPR draft? I like Eckler pretty fucking high in a PPR league. I mean, listen, he was on pace for like 130 targets with Herbert last year. So back into the first round, early second round is like a beautiful spot for Eckler. You look like I'd give you $1 if I saw you at a street corner. I mean, you're watching me on a video corner. Can you just give me $1 now? All right, let's see what's going on in the actual draft itself. All right, we have another pocket of those wide receivers going on. I feel like every time I try to talk about it, I realize I'm like one pick away. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm so fucking far away. Wait, how am I so far? Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm right there. All right, after my pick, we're going to go back and look at this stuff, all right? We can go bike, and we going to fuck it up. Break it down. Bag it up. Oh, good pick, Justin B. I kind of really wanted Devonta Smith there. You know what's fucking insane? You're a cunt. You're a cunt. You're a cunt, KP. I bet you're not even American. I bet you didn't even fucking celebrate July 4th. I bet you're the fucking person who calls the police when someone does fireworks. And you say, my dog gets scared, and you don't even have a fucking dog. That's who you are. That's who you are. Took my fucking, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pivot, and we're going to take Jalen Hurts just like every other fucking draft. And don't love the running backs here at 7-1. Do we like Jerry Jeudy? I like Jerry Jeudy. I like Jerry Jeudy a lot. So we're going to go with Jerry Jeudy there. And we have a team of Jalen Hurts, Christian McCaffrey, Mike Davis, Myles Gaskin, Keenan Allen, A.J. Brown, Jerry Jeudy, and the dead body of KPB5370. All right, we have the wide receiver pocket in the middle of the 5th round. So it's Cooper Kupp, it's Kenny Galladay, Adam Thielen, Deontay Johnson. Don't hate any of those picks. You know I'm not a fan of Thielen this year. I've said it many times, many ways. TJ Hawkinson at the 5'8", huh? That's early for me. I love him in the 7th round, the 6th round. Tomorrow's video is a breakdown of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Wednesday's video is my bust-proof players, and TJ Hawkinson is absolutely in there. He was like one of a handful of tight ends that saw 100 targets last year. And he's a guy that, you know, if you were like Animal, where you're just getting zeros in your fucking lineup week in and week out, you're emotionally hurt about it. You know, you need something stable to fall back on. TJ Hawkinson's your guy. I don't know if I'd go 5th round because there are a lot of good wide receivers and quarterbacks and stuff available, but whatever. Javonte Williams, I still think that's going to be a timeshare there in Denver, so I'm a little bit hesitant. This just seems like the rookie pick that we do every year, where we take those 2nd, 3rd round rookies because we're excited about them, but they don't actually get play time till week 10, etc. T. Higgins, love it. Josh Allen, Kareem Hunt, Mark Andrews, Trey Sermon. Ooh, Trey Sermon's shooting up boards. Someone asked something about Raheem Mostert. Yo, Nick, do you think Raheem Mostert has any real value this year? I believe I have yet to take him in a single best ball draft so far this year. 6th, 7th round is where he's typically gone. He just went off the board at the 7-7. Of course, he can have value this year. I mean, I can't give you a take that's any different than what every single person that talks about Raheem Mostert can give you. It's just straight up the fact that he needs to be on the field. And he's proven that he can't do that. So if you had to decide one way or the other, I'd probably, the best predictor of injuries is people on Twitter. Now, the best predictor of injuries are previous injuries. Okay, for real. That's what myself, along with all the other doctors, say. So Mostert, chances of getting hurt, probably pretty fucking high. But he's going to be good when he's on the field. He's just that like with that injury certainty almost to an extent. 7th round is just a little bit too dicey for me. Because what happened? Here's the other thing with injuries. Like people don't take into account. They look at the end of season stats and they'll say, "Oh, this guy played 15 games. It wasn't a bad year." But that doesn't account for the games that the person left early. It doesn't account for the games in which they come back from an injury. Right? If you miss, say, 2 games. Right, 2 consecutive games. You have an ankle sprain. You miss weeks fucking 6 and 7. What typically happens is week 8 and 9, you have really down performances. The coaches don't play you as much. Right. I've looked at studies. I've actually pulled the numbers together myself personally from these fucking sausage fingertips. When players are coming back from multi-week injuries, that first game back, typically the numbers, the volume, the production are a pretty significant drop-off. So it's all these things that surround the injuries. Okay, it's not just simply a guy missing 1 game or 2 games. It is the games sandwiched on the other sides of those games, which become a problem. But before you know it, 2 weeks really turns into 4 weeks, and that's a quarter of your season. So that is the risk that you're weighing with a guy like Raheem Mostert, and that's where I start to have him slip down my board a little bit. I love Trey Sermon. I think the 6th round is probably still a little bit early until we have a better idea of the shakeup in that backfield. Like he's someone that's going to rise and fall really drastically, I feel like, based on the preseason games when we get an idea of who's running with the ones and the starters and what that snap split is going to be like. And I'm okay waiting to see what happens there. So you have Sermon at the 6'2". Then we saw the run of quarterbacks sandwiched with Brandon Ayuk at 6'6". I feel like is beautiful. I like Cortland Sutton and Devonta Smith a lot there too. And then we have my shitty-ass picks. Damian Harris at 7'3". Man, I've been talking about Damian Harris for like months now, so I hope you guys have gotten a lot of stock from him. He was, a 9-1, 8-10 pick about a month or 2 ago, and now he's going 7'3", which I think is – they're starting to correct his ADP. I still don't think it's high enough. I think by the time drafts actually happen, he'll easily be into the 6th round, which is where, you start to make decisions based on other players on the board. But for now, 7th round Damian Harris, 8th round Damian Harris is the easiest smash since fucking Zendaya. Don't fucking talk to me about Zendaya's picture leaking. Still look like they were friends to me. Let's see. What else do we got? Michael Carter, Odell. Someone took Odell in the 1st round of a Scott Fishbowl draft. Legitimately, I think it was the 4th overall. Or the wide receiver 4 off the board. Just to fucking troll people. Because then he took Cole Beasley in like the 4th round. I love that. You love to see it. I wonder if he's getting booted from the league, though. I wonder if they do that. See, this is interesting to me here, where you have James Robinson, a good running back in Jacksonville, Laviska Shenault, a good weapon in Jacksonville, Leonard Fournette, a former terrible running back in Jacksonville, and Ronald Jones. We got Jax, bike to bike, Jikes to Jikes, Tampa Bay, bike to bike. You love to see it. All right, I'm on the fucking clock. We're on the clock. I like me a little Zach Moss here. What's the tight end situation looking like? Nope, absolutely motherfucking not. Quarterback, yeah, no. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take Zach Moss here with one of my picks. Oh, no. Did we get him? Skirt. We got him. All right, so we got 4 running backs. I feel pretty good about that running back group actually right now. And then we have a wide receiver here. Damn, this would have been fucking perfect if KPBG, whatever his fucking name is, guy in the Russian mafia, didn't take Justin Herbert. Because then I could double stack Mike Williams, who I think is a great pick this year, Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert. Instead, I'm not taking Tyler Boyd over him, but we're still going to take Mike Williams. I'm just going to complain about it, you know? What's up, everybody out there? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, chat? I need water. So, again, if y'all are new to the platform, it's Underdog. It's called Underdog Fantasy, and these are best ball drafts. Draft a big-ass team. You don't got to worry about in-season moves. You don't got to worry about waiver wire pickups. You don't got to worry about trading. You don't got to worry about none of that. It starts the best players for you. Auto start. So if you drafted a good team, you're going to win some money, all right? You can play in $3 leagues, $5, $10, $25, $50. They actually just started a new tournament today. I think it's literally called like the Puppy Tournament. It's a $5 buy-in, whereas before they had the Best Ball Mania, which was a $25 buy-in, but $1,001,001 prize pool, which is fucking sweet. I've got like 15 teams in that. But if you guys want to get in a smaller tournament, I think it's like $250,000 in guaranteed prize pool. They just started that today with $5 entries. So if you're new and you haven't yet downloaded Underdog, make sure you do that. The link for the app will be the first thing in the description, as well as pinned in the live chat. And you're going to get $25 absolutely for free. Absolutely for fucking free for using promo code BDGE. Got to stay hydrated when you're sunburnt. You got to stay hydrated, period. But especially when you didn't put sunscreen. I didn't put sunscreen on my face yesterday. I was at the beach for 8 hours. It was one of those sneaky days that like never got above 77 degrees. Never got above 77 degrees. So I'm like, I'm chilling. I don't actually need sunscreen. Next thing you know, I'm coming home and I feel like someone surgically placed a heater inside my brain. It hurts. Fantasy season starting again. Time to start watching every video again. Long time no see, Nick. What up, Andrew? It is almost fantasy season. The July 4th weekend is over, which means we are bike. Let's see. After the top 3 tight ends, who do you like? Not really anyone, to be honest. I don't hate Kyle Pitts right now if he's sitting in the 5th round or so. But I would much rather have Hawkinson after that. Jan Steen, what's up, baby? Get Marion on the stream. We got something to say. You wouldn't. What would happen is she would get on the stream, and then you guys wouldn't understand a fucking word she said, and all of a sudden my YouTube channel would be converted from an English YouTube channel to fucking a Braille YouTube channel. I'd be getting shown to people in like Taiwan. I would lose all you guys. You guys would never see another video pop up on mine again. Sauerkraut is terrible. Worst fucking take I've seen all summer, and I follow a lot of fantasy football people. Akers or Kelsey or Hill? Akers, for sure. Give me that RB. Hello, Spencer. Goat. Who you got for offensive rookie of the year? Give me Pitts. I haven't really looked at the odds on these things. I haven't looked at the odds. I gave you guys one player prop odd that was a fucking absolute lock of the century, millennium. I'm not sure if the years go higher than that, if there's a name for years that go higher. But Tim Tebow over 0.5 receiving touchdowns at plus 225. Like, listen, I can't fucking physically pay I can't even physically pay my fucking rent and bills. But if I could physically pay your rent and bills, it would be through this bet. All right, people? Tim Tebow over 0.5. I know his ass is getting cut. Don't worry about it. Do you prefer 10-man or 12-man leagues? Definitely 12-man leagues. We did the E-Town Get Down 10-man leagues for a long time. It still is a 10-man league, I should say. And that was my preferred league type. And then I started playing more and more 12-team leagues, probably literally like 5 years ago. And ever since then, obviously, once you go to 12-team league, you don't want to go bike. 10-team league just seems fucking petty and futile, like you guys. Definitely 12 for sure. Justin B took David Johnson. He knew I love David Johnson. You cunt. All right. Let's see what we got. I'm glad I got my running backs out of the way again because they stink right now. Ew, Latavius Murray at the 10-11? What do you fucking smoke? What kind of Russian drugs are they giving you? All right, so we're chilling right now. There's no quarterback that I think jumps up a tier here. So we're looking at wide receivers. We're looking at tight ends. So we got available on the tight end wire. We're about to time the fuck out. So we are going to go with, I like Marvin Jones, bro. I like MJ. I made the video that Jacksonville is a team that I'm completely avoiding. If there's one player that I like at value, it's Marvin Jones. I have a lot of shares of him. We'll get one stack for the fucking culture, right? Should we get for the underdog culture? I feel like we gotta at least stack Hurts with. I don't want to draft Jalen Reagor. I kind of want to draft Henry Ruggs here. I'm going to draft Henry Ruggs. Don't yell at me. Don't bully me, please. Can I draft on my phone on underdog? Yes, you can. And in fact, the only reason I do the drafts on the desktop is for the live stream. Otherwise, I'm only drafting on my phone. Their mobile app is fucking beautiful. It's incredible. They have some of the best developers in the industry doing their app, and it's really, really good. Here's some money for rent. I appreciate you. It's going to go to my late fee. My fiance wants to know who wet the bed. What do you mean who wet the fucking bed? My blanket's right here. The sheet I just got, it's all white. It's all white sheets, all white everything. I have a problem with that actually. Like I'm really attracted to that's going to come out racist. I'm like materialistically, I'm really attracted to white things. Like my white Crocs, white socks, my first 2 cars were both white. My bed sheets are white. Most of the shoes that I get are white. Like everything's fucking white, bro, and I just ruin it. Like it's something that I just never learn, I just keep getting white things and then ruining them immediately. Dobbins or Swift in Dynasty? Man, that's such a fucking hard dilemma to be in right now. I would probably take DeAndre Swift. I believe in him a little bit more as a player, and I think there's still a path for both of them have very muddy upside ceiling paths, but I like Swift more. Devonta Smith or Jalen Waddle is here in fantasy. Oh, it's Devonta Smith for me, and it's not close. You really thought this was pretty funny, huh, Tyler? Thoughts on Tampa Bay running backs? Yeah, I like both of them at their value. I like Leonard Fournette in the 8th. I don't hate Ronald Jones in the 9th or 10th round, but if I had to choose one straight up, it would definitely be Fournette, and I'm very much not avoiding him. It's just a situation you want a piece of. Favorite chips or bagged salty snack? I'm not like a huge chip guy, to be honest with you. I love Pop Chips. Pop Chips are fucking flames. They're innovative. Maybe that's why I just like innovative things, And even though they taste good as shit, I fuck with Pop Chips a lot. That's right, Cali Dog. Tell him, Tony, send more money, you broke bitch. Put an extra 0 behind that. Cinco de Mayo, Margs our meal. Fact. Damn, Tom. I played myself. How long would you have to train to do a backflip? I'm going to be straight honest with you. I feel like I could do a backflip right now. Backflips are one of those things that I don't think are physically hard. Backflips are a complete mental game. Okay? Just like most things in life, like backflips, actually, okay, backflips are probably a little bit more physically challenging than most things in life. But as long as if you can get past the idea that you're gonna like fuck yourself up on a backflip and just do it, I don't think it's that hard. Like I used to be able to do them. I know, pause on a fucking trampoline, different story. But just getting over the mental barrier of being able to do it, just like being like, okay, I'm gonna do it right now. I don't think it's that hard. I might fuck my toe up on the first time I try, but after that, I'm good. Give me 3 tries. I'm kind of old right now, so my fucking, like, I don't bend the same anymore. But, like, 3 years ago, I could have fucking done a triple-double OG backflip probably right now on air. Man, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not really fading them as I just really don't like where they're going in drafts. So, yeah, that didn't make fucking sense. Joe Burrow, I'm a little bit worried about. I really am. And from a fantasy perspective, I think he's going too high. Given that, I don't know if we're gonna get the rushing upside out of him. Like, here's the thing: he's not gonna outproduce like Tom Brady in passing. But if he's not running for more than like 300 yards, it's not really not that big of an advantage to have him when he's got his fucked up knee and a bad offensive line. You know. When does the fade on Odell go too far? So if we were gonna do this in like haircut terms. Like, if normal people get fades here, I would say around the nipples. Favorite fantasy football podcast channels outside of yours? Good question. See, this is what we need to be teaching y'all. Something I'm going to do in the draft guide as well. In the draft guide, I like to give you guys the favorite players and the must-draft players and the list of, the BDGE all fade list and the rankings and all that shit. But I also like to try to teach you guys how to just become better fantasy players so y'all don't have to fucking annoy me all the time. And one of the articles that we do is I give you like a list of my top 15 or 20 resources, apps, websites, tools that I personally use for my fantasy research, which is one of my favorite articles to do for you guys each year. And I'm also going to put in some of my favorite like Twitter follows and some of my favorite podcasts and stuff. So my favorites would be, let me pull it up after I make this pick right quick. We're starting to see the tight ends go off the board a little bit. I haven't taken a tight end yet. Mike Gesicki, huh? The hate on Mike Gesicki is going pretty far. I'm assuming Tannehill went off the board. Yes, he did. All right, so we're sitting here. We do not have a tight end. I think, listen, I don't really like Mike Gesicki, but I feel like you're falling to the 12. Like, I'm straight with him right here. Are there any wide receivers we love? Not really. Are there any running backs we still like? Also not really. Damn, this is ugly. I think I might just double tap. I'm getting a little bit more and more on board with Jonnu Smith. I can't help but feel that like this offense, the passing offense, is going to run through the tight ends, and I just can't stop thinking about how athletic like Hernandez and Gronk are and how well they were used. I just feel like Jonnu Smith is so athletic, and the way Bill Belichick talked about him in the offseason was that he's like one of the best tight ends in football. They're going to unleash him like a weapon, not like like Hunter Henry's going to be more of like the type A tight end, where I feel like Jonnu Smith is just going to be a weapon over the middle. So I'm getting a little bit more higher on Jonnu Smith. My favorite podcast for fantasy football. So number one for Dynasty, I love. I like Matt Kelly's Roto Underworld. I love the. I'm a big fan of that brand overall. I listen to a lot of his Dynasty shows. I wish Nate Liss was still doing his. He's doing Clear the Catch now, so it's more of like a card show. But I wish he was still doing his Dynasty shit. So I like Roto Underworld Radio. Fantasy Pros. I like Fantasy Pros like Mike Taggs and Kyle Yates. But I listen to it way more in season. Like, they're always on top of it. Literally, they do like Sunday night recaps of shit. They'll do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday videos of stuff. When I'm like, and if I have a weekend like this where I'm like out and living fucking normal life and I don't have every second to spend on staring at my TV and I need like an in-depth recap, they got that shit. So I like Fantasy Pros for in-season stuff. I'll listen to the footballers every once in a while. I mean, they're always obviously a good time. They always have good, just like great chemistry and good insight on stuff. So it's good to get like 3 different opinions. I just started listening to Dynasty and Chill. There's a podcast with Scott Connor, not to be confused with the GOAT editor Scott. What else do we got? Establish the Run, all the free shit that they put out, I really like. In season, I listen to Injury Prone by Edwin Porras, as well as Pro Football Doc for my injury news. And that's probably about it. I keep it tight. I keep it right for fantasy stuff. I don't really have too much time to consume content, but when I do, I try to throw on other people's opinions just to fucking laugh at them and let them know how shitty they are compared to mine. No, I'm just kidding. My shit's fucking terrible. Big fetal today. Big fetal. Fade the fetal, Scott Fish. Factoid. Do you ever do auction draft videos? Unfortunately, no, I do not. I don't play in auction leagues. I know like everyone who uses them loves them. You're never gonna tell me what. You're cracking me up, bro. I really like the persistence and the consistency. I'll be honest with you though, dude. Like I don't know where they came from. They're like a $2 pair of sunglasses. You're talking about these ones, I think, right? These ones, right? I have no fucking idea. I might have found them on the ground somewhere. Like, if you want me to tell you the last, you want me to give you access to my Google Maps, and that will give you the last like 5 years of my movement, my locations, and you want to just like go back and maybe you'll find the same pair of glasses on the ground. That's the best I could probably do for you. You know what I'm saying? Also, yo, hit the fucking thumbs up button. There's 260 people in here, only 78 thumbs up. I probably wouldn't hit thumbs up for this either, but thoughts on A-Rob and Miles Sanders this year, full PPR. I'll give you 69 cents if you answer. All right, so I'm just not really in on Miles Sanders this year. He's kind of a fade for me, given like he's one of those players right now where they're kind of telling you what's going to happen, right? Like they're telling you that they want a committee, both by their actions and literally what they're fucking saying. They're like, yeah, we're going to use different backs for different situations. So then when the season starts and then they start using different backs in different situations, people are going to get fucking mad about it. They're like, oh, Miles Sanders is so much more talented. But they're like, yo, we have reports of them fucking, here it is, silver fucking platter. I'm going to start taking pictures of myself with an open silver platter with nothing actually on it just so I can meme it and be like, here's the fucking report from July, sir, where they told you what they were going to do. And then they did it, and then you continue to get mad about it. That's my thing on Miles Sanders. A-Rob, we know what A-Rob is, right? He's a low-end wide receiver one that's going to give you 60 to 70 yards a game and score every other week. He's just a kind of a boring low-end wide receiver one. If you want to buy into the Justin Fields upside as a passer, I think it's probably more likely it happens towards the end of the year, which I don't know. I mean, I guess that's a little bit more upside than Allen Robinson would typically have. So I guess maybe there's a little more juice in the A-Rob squeeze this year, but overall, I don't know. They are not Felix Gray. They are more Felix Ground. Pick 2 of 3 for Dynasty. Curtis Samuel, LaVisca, and Gallup. Ooh, that's interesting. That's a really tough one. I would probably take LaVisca as the one there just off the rip. I think he's probably got the most upside because he's the one we actually haven't seen, and now he's tiered to Trevor, obviously. So LaVisca would be my one. The other two, it's kind of a toss-up for me. I don't know. I'll probably go with Gallup. Curtis Samuel is just not a guy that I ever like really buy into when it comes to fantasy, because he has to be used in the right way. And mistake me if I'm wrong, but he's with a coach right now that like already didn't use him the right way, right? Like Riverboat Ron wasn't using him correctly in Carolina, and now they're together in Washington. So I'm like, All right, we need some wide receivers because we have 6 of them. What's going on in the quarterback situation? We have any stacks that we could run off? I wish I took a Minnesota receiver. That would be kind of nice. I don't have any Kirk Cousins shares, and I feel like he's pretty fucking underrated every year. So I'll do a little Kirk action here. We have Kirk and Jalen Hurts, so a little upside, a little stability. You know, that's what makes a good marriage right there. A little hoed upside. Wide receivers. Who we like here? See, all these guys are just like, you're just shooting for the fucking moon. Like, we don't even know if these guys are going to step on the field realistically. I still kind of like Sterling Shepard. Brian Edwards is another guy that like really might not do shit. But I'm gonna I don't really have any shares of Brian Edwards, so I'm gonna grab B-Ed and just be done with it. Yeah, so Mason, I guess if this was my team, I would probably go Visca, and I I'd probably go Gallup. I still think Gallup's a really good player. If you look at Matt Harmon's reception perception, he's been really, really good. So when his contract is up, I believe at the end of this year, if he dips somewhere else, he could be a legitimate like high-end wide receiver too in the right offense. Dude, have PPR, dude. Most underrated snack, Oreo cakesters for sure. They're in the Hall of Fame. How hyped are you for Zendaya and Dune? I mean, depends. If she's kissing another guy, I'm not going to see it. Just like every other movie she's fucking in. I feel like Zach Moss is going to be really good because the Bills realize they can't just beat the Chiefs through the air. Yeah, I mean, Zach Moss is actually like sneaky okay last year. I think he had a lot working against him, right? He did get hurt early on in the year, and like he kind of dealt with that for most of the season. And they never got a chance to really get going, but he was fine. Like he was good from a analytics perspective. He was good from just like an elusiveness perspective as well, like juke rate and elusiveness. Like overall, he was fine running the ball. I just think he doesn't really break a lot of big plays, which makes him like boring. And obviously Singletary is like the pass catching guy there. Like 2-minute drills, it's Singletary over Moss, unfortunately. But I think we might see a little bit of a shift there. How does the Scott Fishbowl work? So there's 1,900 teams, all in all, like 1,920. And you're basically, it's all broken down into 12-team leagues. So everyone that's in it is in their own 12-team league, like a very normal fantasy draft. And the scoring settings are always crazy. They're always like point for first downs and touchdown and receptions are weird. The tight end premium and quarterbacks, I believe, are -4 for interceptions, 0.5 for completions, -1 for incompletion, like crazy shit. So you have to like win. I believe you have to win your league. If you don't win your league, like you have to have the most points in your league or win your league. Best record or most points to move on. So that knocks out 10 of every team in all the other leagues. So that narrows it down to like, I don't know, 200 people left or some shit. And then each week, like you have to be the highest scoring player in whatever division you're left in. It's like a crazy, crazy confluence of events that you need to happen. It's like 1 in a billion chance to win. It's actually literally 1 in 1,920 because that's how many teams are there. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever said. Can you do a video on a 2-quarterback half PPR league mock? I'd like to hear how your strategy changes. Yeah, I will. All the leagues that I play in are super flex, but I just love drafting an underdog, and obviously we're putting out content for them. So most of the mock drafts that we do cater towards the underdog leagues. But almost all the content that we do when I'm talking about like drafting and stuff is based around super flex. Are you going to work with that website with the draft boards this year? Yes, we are. I actually got on a call with them last week. So I believe. Oh, shit. Was I supposed to text him? I think I was supposed to text him the address. Fuck. He's going to send me over his new equipment. I'm going to make sure it's good, and then we're going to start working together after that. I have so many things I got to follow up on. I have so much on my plate. Fuck. I like how there are 280 more people here than there were at Q&Aassault. Yeah, I mean, because we don't open up Q&Aassault to the public. It's only the only place I drop the link is in Discord, which I think there's pros and cons to it, of course. AJ Bongiorno. Bongiorno. It ain't delivery. It's AJ Bongiorno. All right. Hold up. I'm on the clock. Then we'll get to your super chat. We hate the running backs that are left. I'm going to stick with 4 running backs. I'm not sure why. I think that's maybe like more of a tournament play. I probably shouldn't actually do that. But all the running backs stink that are left. We have 2 quarterbacks already, so I'm not going to take another quarterback. We do need a wide receiver. We'll go with Zacchaeus. Kind of like that motherfucker on Atlanta. Do we have 2 tight ends? We do have 2 tight ends. I feel like Zach Ertz is not a bad pick here. Him and Ebron, I feel like, are fine picks in the 16th, 17th round of best ball. Tyrell, Sammy, Van Jiff. I've got no Van Jefferson, and we're going to keep it that motherfucking way. What about D-Jax? Any thoughts on D-Jax? Yeah, we're going D-Jax for no reason. What's up, Nick? Just traded Gibson, Michael Thomas, and Gaskin for Montgomery, Metcalf, and Rager in a PPR Superflex Dynasty. All right, so Superflex, I guess there's no quarterback, so it doesn't matter. AJ, I'm going to be honest with you. I think you took that L big time. I think you took that L. Like, Gibson to Montgomery is not you upgraded, obviously, from Thomas to Metcalf. That's nice, but in a PPR league, Michael Thomas is definitely still going to be a really good asset. And then the Gibson. So if you look at it, Gibson, Gaskin for Montgomery and Rager, it's not even close for me. It's the Gibson, Gaskin side. So yeah, I apologize for just shitting on you, but every once in a while, when you present me with a toilet. Thanks, Mom. My mom would never call me Nikki, though, so I know you're a farce. You going to any out-of-state games this year? I would like to, yeah. But we have the Broncos and the Falcons both coming to the Giants, so I don't even know if I'm need to leave. Preferred way to clean your ass, either with my hand or money. That's funny, bro. That's fucking funny, bro. Oh, wow. We're all the way back in the fucking backflip part of the section. Damn. I'm so far behind. Let's see. Can I get a no? Absolutely fucking no. No, you can get a no. You know what I kind of miss when my iMessages would pop up during the drafts? There used to be some ratchet shit in my text messages. Ooh. What is this? You guys ever heard of the app Curb? It might just be a New York City thing. But supposedly, it's like a much cheaper alternative to Uber. It's like taxis, but Uber, and it's way cheaper. I fuck with this. My sister be on the precipice of all the good technology always. What happens when you guys don't sign up for Underdog? I can't pay for Ubers anymore. Nick, can I have a job? No. You're already fired. You got to be a certain age to deposit and draft on Underdog? Yes. Either 18 or 21. I forget how these fantasy game rules work, to be honest. I think I should probably know that, but whatever. Did Animal do his punishment for E-Town? No, you guys would know about that, trust me. There'd be fucking social clips and a full video everywhere. Oh, I have Where the fuck was I going to say? I have the last pick, Mr. Irrelevant. All right, so let's fucking put that name to the test. Let's fucking draft someone irrelevant. Let's draft someone irrelevant that you guys told me was good at one point. That I'm going to remember from comment sections. Like, you heard it here first. Albert Wilson is going to be a top 12 wide receiver. Thank me later. That's like you guys all the fucking time. If I actually had to say thank you later for any time you guys have ever said thank me later, I wouldn't have time to make fucking videos. Man, these guys stink down here. Oh, I'm taking Tebow, and you fucking know it. You better know it. When he's my starting tight end in week 1. Tim TB. Let's go. What? He was already fucking drafted? What a fucking idiot, whoever drafted him. What a fucking moron. You fucking... Oh, there was Kevin White. Oh, there's Kevin White. Oh, Chris Moore is another one. Messiah. This guy's name is... never mind. I'm about to say I need that Juju on my team. They drafted fucking Big Ben. Are you kidding me? Whatever. All right, well, this is the final team. I didn't say it was going to be pretty, but I also didn't say it was going to be good either. Jalen Hurts, Kirk Cousins, Big Ben, Christian McCaffrey, Mike Davis, Myles Gaskin, Zach Moss, Keenan Allen, A.J. Brown, Jerry Jeudy, Mike Williams, Marvin Jones, Henry Ruggs, Brian Edwards, Alameda Zacchaeus, Deshaun Jackson, Mike Gesicki, Jones. I think my brain just exploded. What else we got? What's going on in the chat? Nick, how ass is my team? I didn't get to see your team. I'm sorry, Brendan. I would have gladly roasted you. Fate fell short this time. All right, y'all. That's the conclusion of this video. As always, if you enjoyed, please hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Tomorrow morning's video is Safi Seconds. We're talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars, okay? We're breaking it down in depth. And make sure you are signed up for Underdog, people. If you're not on, this is the best place to practice, to draft, to follow the trends, the player ADP, to get ready for your actual season-long draft. UnderdogFantasy.com. The link to download the apps will be in the description down below. Okay? In the description down below. Like we're in fucking Australia. Down below, click the link and download it. And when you deposit $10, use the promo code BDGE, and they're going to give you $25 on top of it. On top of it. We're no longer down below. We're on top of it. Like Zendaya is on. All right, I'm done. I love y'all. See you tomorrow morning.